So here's the crop we're going to be harvesting today. We usually like it to be a little thicker, but you can see this area doesn't have overhead like that area does over there. You see the overhead pushing?
Right.
And when it doesn't get overhead, it won't get as thick just because you don't get the seed germination. You don't have the moisture.
Right.
So this was just germinated on this drip,
Okay.
which, I mean, you'll see when we start harvesting, a little bit goes a long way.
Well, it's pretty cool because you get multiple harvests. Like, how many harvests do you think you get off a bed like this?
Really, it depends on the crop.
Really?
But like how that specific row did. Usually we don't like to do more than 2. Sometimes we can stretch it to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we do something a little bit more unique, like this row down here on the end we're leaving to bloom.
Oh, okay.
Because the arugula flowers are real tasty.
Really?
We'll make like an edible flower.
That's a cool idea.
Edible flower box in our CSA with arugula flowers in it.
That's a pretty cool idea right there.
Machine's cool. You can see the blades right here, and then the mop. And so I'll press the drill real slow and you can see those blades move. You see those blades?
Oh yeah.
So the blade, it's basically a sickle bar mower, like for hay.
Exactly, yeah.
And so it, you know, it only cuts it at the bottom just like you would with hay. And then this sweeps it into the bag.
Got you.
Now, the most important thing about this is that you don't run it in the opposite direction, because it'll throw the arugula. Yeah. So you want to make sure that you always do it in the right direction. But
cool.
Yeah, and you'll see we do it real fast like that, and
yeah,
we get a real clean cut. All right, ready? So
yes,
the trick though is that you don't want to be touching the dirt, but you don't want to be too high. You literally want to hold it just above the surface. You can see we can harvest.
Wow.
That's probably 3 bags of arugula. Really quick, you can see what it
I have like a 6-foot spot.
Yeah. And so at its peak, I mean at its peak, this 40-foot row at its finest could probably do
50 bags?
Not that many. We could probably do 24 bags, so 12 pounds.
Well, it's cool. You can do it in the summer too. You can. This is something. This is a green you can grow in the summer.
Especially if you have overhead, you can really push it.
Right. See, I've done like butter crunch lettuce like this, like where you can just, you know, take off what you need and then let it grow back.
Yeah.
And so this is something someone could grow like in a small.
Oh,
you know,
for sure. Well,
and
you don't.
They get a salad once a week or something like that out of their garden.
For sure. And you know, it's not a crop that you have to harvest like this. You can space it further out and harvest big bunches of
right.
it. We just grow it like this because we can harvest it more efficiently.
Exactly.
And more denser, and you could see the lowered maintenance. We have reduced weed population when it's this thick too, you know.
Wow. Yeah, and I like how you did it with the cinder blocks too instead. Or not cinder blocks, just the fibers.
Yeah. Well, there's cinder blocks under there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is just a topper.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, they're pretty packed in there, but there's a cinder block under there.
That's cool though. That's a cool idea.
Yeah. When I first saw them, I thought, man, those are gonna get really hot, but we don't have that problem.
Really?
They don't. They are hot to the touch, but they don't heat the soil like you would.
They don't absorb the heat and keep it as hot as you would think.
They don't.
Someone was complaining, like I use those catalytic buckets.
Yeah.
Someone was saying, oh, they stay too hot for too long, and I've checked it with my thermal camera from work, and they do stay hot, but not so hot that it's going to burn everything.
Yeah,
up.
it's not a residual, and if you keep enough water, keep them cool.
Water them every day.
You can see what we cut there. Beautiful.
And is this something like this, like arugula? Is it normally in salads, like when you buy them at the store?
No, arugula is not. Usually arugula would be bought on its own. It's very spicy, not spicy, peppery.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually described as a bitter, peppery green.
Okay.
So
it usually goes like a blend, right? You don't usually do a salad all by itself.
You don't. Yeah. You would never normally, unless you just love arugula, it wouldn't be the only thing in your salad. Now we certainly have recipes that you know, you would do a special dressing for it with some sort of crunch in it, and it could be the focal point. But yeah, it could definitely complement a salad, but
it's more like a filler, kind of like a filler.
Yeah, but you wouldn't. there's not a lot of times they use it in other dishes, like they'll put it on sandwiches, has a peppery taste, though. Yeah, on pizza. But there are certainly a large number of people who eat it like a salad.
Eat it like salad.
I like it raw. It's
See,
pretty tasty raw.
See, I didn't know you could grow it in the summer, or I would have planted some.
Yeah, man. And so, as long as you have the moisture, where a lot of people lose it is they try to treat it like some of your other crops, your summer crops that they don't need as much water and all. And
this is in full sun too. I mean, it
doesn't get a break.
Yeah, there's no shade for this at all.
We don't shade cloth it. We don't. You'll see some people, they'll do like an insect netting and stuff to keep some pests out and to try to keep, a little bit. They'll offer like 10-12% shade. Yeah. We just run that overhead on it and we get beautiful results.
That's nuts, because my romaine and my butter crunch all bolted, my kale bolted.
Sure.
With this, I guess you're cutting it so young that it doesn't really have a chance.
If we tried to grow it, in big bunches, it would probably bolt too soon or be too bitter.
Right.
But
you're getting a baby. Yeah, baby greens.
Yep. With cutting it like that, man, we do pretty good on it.